guys, welcome back to Explore Aspen. You're watching the Green Girl Minute, which is a feature here where we talk about environment and conservation related news. And I'm really thrilled to have with me today Ellie Weiss of the Wild Eyes Foundation, which does amazing work in Africa. And the organization is located right here in Aspen, Colorado. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Jenna. Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Well, thanks so much for coming out in the snow.
Not a problem. It's part of living here.
Sure, true. So let's just jump right in. Talk to us. What is the mission of Wild Eyes and what kind of work do you all do?
Wild Eyes is an African wildlife conservation organization. Our mission is focused on creating sustainable solutions on the ground with local efforts in Africa to face the inherent challenges that Africa is facing now and in the future with respect towards gender, wildlife, resources, habitat, and wildlife.
Okay. What parts of Africa do you work in?
We work in sub-Saharan Africa, east to west, so that's right around the equator from East Africa all the way over to Southwest Africa.
Okay. And what type of conservation-related work do you do? Is it a hands-on approach, or the approach to it?
Wild Eyes is very hands-on. In fact, that's the core of our approach. We make conservation accessible and attainable on many levels. Our programs on the ground in Africa are focused in three main areas: wildlife conservation, wildlife security, sustainable community development, and education. Here in the U.S., we make it accessible because we bring Africa to you through our website and through our programs, so our donors can get involved, and we also raise awareness about conservation efforts in itself and what's facing Africa.
And what is wildlife security exactly?
Wildlife security is providing security for wildlife to exist, which involves people. Conservation really is about people. So if we can provide food security and emotional and economic security for people, then we create the mental wiggle room so that they can begin to think about and incorporate wildlife conservation methods as a model in their lifeways.
Well, let's talk about some of the projects you're working on now. I know you have a rhino sanctuary that you're working with in Tanzania, which I'm really interested in because I'm going to Tanzania next fall.
I hear that, yes.
And I'm going to hike Kilimanjaro, hopefully
Excellent.
get to the top. But I recently learned that the rhino population is on the brink of extinction, and you all support the first and only sanctuary there in Tanzania.
Yes, we do. That's the George Adamson Wildlife Preservation Trust. We call it GOPT because it's such a mouthful to get out. So GOPT was founded by Tony Fitzjohn as a result of and in response to George Adamson's death in the 1970s. George Adamson, you may recall, of Born Free and Elsa the Lion fame. Excuse me. And GOPT is dedicated to preserving Africa's wildlife. So GOPT, in collaboration with the Tanzanian government, revitalized Mkomazi Game Reserve to the national park status that it has today. That status and that security is what provides an ecosystem for rhino conservation, which is, yes, a very endangered species among others. It's not the only
one of many.
So many are reaching tipping points and crashing.
Right.
The other thing that's important about Mkomazi is its relationship and proximity to Tsavo West National Park and the Ngulia Rhino Sanctuary, which is home to 53 rhino, just across the border in Kenya. And Wild Eyes provides critical funding and infrastructure support to both Mkomazi Rhino Sanctuary and Ngulia. And by infrastructure support, I mean the nuts and bolts that make conservation happen, such as fence posts, wire, solar panels, batteries that feed the electricity to this wire to secure these animals, along with ranger communications equipment and ranger staff housing. Without these, or let's say with these, that's what means wildlife security. And it happens 24/7 on the ground with a lot of hard work and a lot of people involved.
And I'm curious, what is causing this, wildlife degradation? Is it climate change, just habitat loss? I mean, what are the causes?
It's both. It's a multifaceted. Wildlife species are crashing, reaching tipping points all across the globe, especially in Africa, where this is the only place that these particular species exist. So it's not only due to increased human population, but climate change also. And in essence, climate change means shifting weather patterns. In Africa, a shifting weather pattern means shifting and unpredictable rains. Africa, her people, and her wildlife are completely dependent upon water. So if there's no rain, there's no water. And it's affecting not only the top apex predators and the megafauna, such as lions and elephant, because they need room and they need resources. So as these patterns shift, it affects wildlife migration routes, and it's causing people to move. So people are moving into these spaces that were traditionally held open for wildlife. So you've got national parks that are protected, but wildlife lives outside the parks. So with shifting weather, loss of rain, masses of people moving, you're bringing people and wildlife directly into competition for these limited resources.
Wow. So you all are doing some amazing work there. If people want to get involved, do they go to wildeyes.org?
Yes, www.wildeyes.org. We bring Africa to you through our programs, and it's an award-winning website. We're very proud of it. And we make it accessible for people to get a hands-on involvement, not necessarily touching animals. I don't mean that, but it's a hands-on involvement of making conservation happen on the ground. And we're a nonprofit organization, and we're supported by individual contributions, and we need your support now more than ever, especially with all these tipping points that we're reaching around the world.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you, Jenna.
And we will be back with more on Explore Aspen in just a minute.